How's it going, Revivalists? Simon here from CD Revival, and today I'm going to do part 21 of my CD collection video, part 2 of the M's, so a fair few M's to get through, so I'm going to do part 2 of them today. I've got one more part of the M's to also do, plus my Motorhead ranking video, which I will probably do a full ranking now. I've decided I've and ahed whether to do a top 10 or a full ranking, but I figure I might as well do a full ranking, even though it's going to be quite tricky and some of them are going to be fairly interchangeable. But anyway, that's for another day. So I'm going to start off with my M's, the remaining part 2, should I say. Anyway, starting off with Muse. Got a few Muse albums. They're a band that I do like but don't necessarily love, but I do kind of enjoy them. Showbiz, their first album. This is from 1999. I'm pretty sure it's their first album anyway. I'm no expert. Yeah, they were a bit sort of Radioheady on this one, if you know what I mean. And it's an okay album, but yeah, very much a sort of Radiohead kind of influence I feel on this one. Then they've got Origin of Symmetry. They started to develop a bit more of their own sort of sound, I think, on this one. This is from 2001. Plug-in Baby, stuff like that. It was, it's a good track. But yeah, a better album, this one. So that's pretty cool. Then I've got Absolution. This one is from 2003. Stockholm Syndrome's on this one. So yeah, another fairly decent album. Butterflies and Hurricanes, got a few things on it, so if you're a Muse fan, these are the first 3 I'm not really a massive fan of. I've got them just because you can pick these up and, very cheaply here and there. But yeah, so that's that one, Absolution. This is probably my favourite one of theirs, which I have heard a fair few times and do enjoy. Black Holes and Revelations, probably their most famous album, I guess. And so yeah, some really good stuff on here. Supermassive Black Hole's quite a good funky track. Starlight, obviously, a really good one as well. A bit more poppy. Invincible's good. And Nights of Sidonia, probably my favourite track of theirs. Really excellent track, that one. Really, really cool. So that's Black Holes and Revelations. Then there's The Resistance. This one's okay. It's got like the sort of Doctor Who-y sort of one on there, which I think is Uprising. I could be wrong, but this one's okay. It's not bad. Not as good as Black Holes and Revelations. Spun that a few times. Not bad. And I've got The Second Law. This one is got a few different styles on it. So it's nicely produced. It's quite interesting. And yeah, it's got some decent tracks on, none of which I can think of. So this is from 2012, this one. But yeah, not a bad album. I think a few bad reviews. I've not listened to their most recent stuff, to be honest. I say they're a band I kind of like, but and you can pick their stuff up fairly cheaply, and it's worth kind of having. So that's The Second Law. That does it for music. Oh, apart from this one, the live album, Harp. This has got a DVD with it, I think, as well. So it's live from Wembley Stadium, 16th and 17th of June 2007. Yeah, so yeah, that one, yeah, it comes with the DVD. So that's pretty cool. I think I got that for like £1 or something, so it's well worth £1 of anyone's money. All the hits. So yeah, pretty cool. A couple from Municipal Waste, Fatal Feast, Waste in Space. If you like sort of old school thrash done in a new school way, then you will like this. Say if you like old school thrash. This is from 2012. This one, this one's pretty decent. So yeah, I'd like a bit of old school thrash. I was around when the original thrash metal was doing the rounds, and yeah, it's quite a nice throwback to that. So that's a good album. This one I probably prefer, Hazardous Mutation, and that is quite cool as well. That one is from 2005, so that's an earlier one. But yeah, a good band. So if you like if you like old school thrash and you wish there was more of it, then yeah, definitely a band you should listen to. I've got Mad Capsule Market. I've only got one of theirs. This comes with the DVD as well. Got this one when it came out randomly. I think I sort of saw something of theirs on MTV and thought it was pretty interesting. And yeah, it's not the sort of thing I listen to very often, but it's quite an interesting album. I've had this for years and years. I got this when it first came out, which was, I don't even know when it was, quite a long time ago. Let's see if the glasses will let me see. 2001. So yeah, a long time ago. Probably before some of you were born. Who knows? What have we got now? Ministry. So I've got a few from Ministry. I've got Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. This is a really cool album. This is the one with, this has got Burning Inside on it, which is a really cool track. This is, it's a good album. Where's this one from? The glasses won't even let me see that, man. It's microscopic. Anyway, good album. When they started to become industrial, because they were sort of super, almost new romantic to start off with, electronic, sort of almost Depeche Mode, I guess, style. But yeah, that's a good one. The classic Psalm 69, probably their best album, to be honest with you. Jesus Built My Hot Rod, Just One Fix, NWO. Loads of really cool tracks on there, really good sound. Yeah, really good album. 1992 that one is from. So yeah, if you like industrial music, this one's well worth checking out. It's a really cool, really good album, that one. I have got Houses of the Mole, which is decent. It's them, it's quite pretty heavy, they pretty much were just banging out albums of a very similar sort of style. And this one is from 2004. So yeah, really good. So up tempo, industrial, thrashy, fast, banging. And this one, which I can never really pronounce, Animositisomina, whatever that means. Once again, similar sort of thing. Not as good as Houses of the Mole, but still pretty cool. This one, 2000 and I don't know. Once again, glasses won't let me see that. It came out at a key point. But yeah, not bad album. Pretty cool. Just a couple more for today. So we're going to quickly bang through these. I've got this one, Mr. Big Live. Their first album was really cool. I've only got the live CD. I used to have their first album on vinyl, actually. But yeah, good band, man. Good sort of classic rock, if you like. Excellent musicians. Eric Martin, a great vocalist. Billy Sheehan on bass, excellent bassist. And you've got Paul Gilbert and Pat Torpey as well. So yeah, some good stuff on here. Addicted to That Rush is probably my favourite track of theirs. A really good up-tempo track. It's Got to Be With You, which is like the famous sort of ballady one, which was sort of made them their money. But yeah, some good stuff on here. Barbara O'Reilly cover of the Who song, and looks like Shy Boy is on here as well, which is David Lee Roth track, which Billy Sheehan obviously was involved in as well on the Eat 'Em and Smile album. But yeah, good album from a good band, good live album. Random one, Mr. Wazzo, Flat Beat. Don't know why I've got that, but I have. Was a TV advert, sort of a electro techno-y kind of thing from 1999. I have that. That's it. That's my part 2 of the M's. Part 3 will be coming up either before or after Motorhead. I've got quite a lot to do on the Motorhead, as you can imagine, with 20 odd albums. So probably do the next part of the M's maybe over the weekend or maybe early next week. And then Motorhead, following on from that, so just to see how long it takes me to get it all together. But yeah, cool. Hope you're having a good week anyway, and thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.